Welcome in, everyone. This is Farmer Cop here for a new mod map tour of Barehaven. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm very excited about it. So, it's mostly water. It's mostly water. It's a lot of water, all sorts of good stuff. This is by Squiggles. It's 248.87 megabytes to download, and it is for all platforms, but there's some really cool features in this thing. And there's a little island over here. It's not primarily a farming map, as you can see. There's only two fields. You own both of them. You actually own all the land. New farmer mode. I don't think there's any land you don't own. Yep, you own everything, which... Is there one for the whole... Oh, one might be... Two looks like it's everything. But yeah, so you own everything, which is kind of cool. Now, I get that there's no production or progression in terms of buying more land. But, like, this is it. Like, who cares, all right? If you really want to simulate that, well... You can, actually, they're all valued at $0, looks like. So never mind. You can't even, I mean, you can take money out of your bank account, whatever you want to do. But anyhow, I digress. This is a cool map. So let's read the description and then we'll get into it a little bit. It says, Barehaven is a fictitious map located far off the southern seaboard of New England. Once a modest haven for weary fishermen, now a forgotten island left to the tide in time. What was once sustained by small fields and scattered livestock has long since been reclaimed by the sea breeze and wildflowers. When the trade routes shifted and the harbor grew silent, Barehaven's people vanished, leaving behind only untamed meadows, dense forests, and echoes of a life that once was. Now that the island is yours to shape, with no towns, no neighbors, and only a single lifeline for supplies, every field plowed and every tree harvested is a step towards survival, and the chance to awaken Barehaven's spirit once more. The map details 6 farmlands. You own the entire island, 2 fields, 1.43 hectares and 1.68 hectares, 3 large forest areas, free water at the water tower. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. Excuse me. Limestone cave with breakable limestone rocks that reduce lime, requires the jackhammer. Breakable island palm trees that produce wood chips, requires the jackhammer. Is there like a jackhammer mod? What is going on with this? There's a tiny tugboat, which we'll get into that in a second. It's fantastic. Barehaven shipping container for wood. All right, that's cool. So I'm assuming for jackhammer they're talking about then the skid steer attachment. That's gonna be, oh, where are we at here? Forestry tools. No, it's under forestry. Where's it at? It's gonna be under, I should go back up actually. It's under, like, yes, I think that's what they mean. I think, unless there's a hand tool, something that chainsaws, miscellaneous animals, marking spray. Yeah, I can't think of another thing it would be. I could be wrong about that. But anyhow, let's continue. Island animal supply store to purchase animals from and sell goods to. Barehaven sawmill, new grass type, wildflower grass, new fill type, tuna fish. We'll get into that. Drivable lizard, tiny tugboat for quote unquote catching tuna fish located in miscellaneous vehicles. Can control the height of the boat to match the water. Tuna fishing areas, 2 buoys located in the ocean where tuna fish are known for being caught regularly. Wink, wink. Water can be used in sprayers to help crops grow. Counts as fertilizer, or counts as a fertilizer state. That's cool, so you can water crops. That's super cool, so I'm assuming this map is legit. I'm just going to be honest here. Counts as a fertilizer state. They take water. That's awesome. Okay, so if you wanted to water your crops, you can here. Barehaven wood container, edited with no mass when logs are loaded, making it easier to handle with machines. So there you go. Okay, well, here we are. What do we start with? The new farm mode. Let's talk about that real quick. Actually, let's go into here. It's easier. Let's go through this. We've talked about the map. You can get tuna out there and out there, and we're going to go get some tuna. Then there's the sawmill. There's our farmyard over here. We got a lot of equipment, actually. I believe the crop calendar is standard. No animal pens. No contracts, because I don't know if there'll be any if you sell some of the land, but there wouldn't be, I don't think, in general. You do own, or available to buy, is the Barehaven sawmill. No owned productions. Vehicles. You have a water tanker. You have an Anderson bale grabber, a Fiat tractor. You have the Horse Credo 3 and the Versa. Those kind of go together to make a direct drill, basically, seeder. We have a sprayer. We have an International Series pickup truck, K-branded mower, K-branded rear mower, K-branded baler, round baler that is. Crampy half-pipe trailer. We have a Kubota little skid steer there, Massey Ferguson trailer. We have, or header trailer. Then we have a Massey Ferguson harvester. Then we also have the header to go with it. New Holland T8 Genesis tractor. We have a Paladin high dump bucket. Yes, I'm assuming that's the jackhammer right there because they gave it to us. So the Paladin SFB 750. Pottinger Boss. loading wagon. Then we also have this fertilizer lime spreader. We have a Sammy tractor, a Treffler cultivator, and that is everything. Okay, okity dokity. So we do. That's the truck right there. We don't have. I thought there's gonna be a boat right there for us to use. We do have a truck right there. All right. Well, maybe we'll do fishing last, because that way, if you don't care, you don't have to hang out for it. But we start like we just showed up on the pier here. We're gonna do a quick little drive over to the starting farm here. And tuna fish, I am curious. How much does it sell for? Here is tuna fish. Holy buckets! You can buy it for $0, which makes sense. So basically, you're just driving a boat out there to buy this quote-unquote tuna fish. Is kind of how that's simulated, which is kind of interesting. All right, so right here, get a little jump right there. This is our general store. So I'm assuming, is this like for pallets? If you want to buy like pallets and stuff, he looks like he's ready to do anything. Okay, so this is just our store trigger right here. You can buy what you need from him. Lighthouse is right out there. Got a little fuel depot, little boat launch right there. We'll get to that here in a bit. Repair trigger right here, and then if we can get through some of these wildflowers, we'll just get on the main road, the main path more than anything else. Yeah, a lot of stuff happening. Here's the limestone cave, so you can break up these rocks with the paladin to get some limestone, or you can just get some from that limestone buy point, or lime buy point there. I don't even know how we get to the farm, to be completely honest with you. I think, how did we get up there? We came around this way. I think maybe we have to go all the way around. We'll find a way to get up there. If we can't, that's all fine and dandy. We have the island crop exports. We have the animal dealer there. No NPCs. And we have the sawmill on this little path as well. We'll drive around a little bit more, and then we'll buy a boat and do some fishing. This is a cool map. This is, I think, one of the coolest maps we've gotten. I just love the style, love what's happening. That's the export right there. There's the animal dealer. And I think, yeah, there's the bridge. So if we drive around this, we'll see the sawmill with a flyover. I think this is how you get up to the farm, which is insanity. I gotta make sure I don't drive off of this. Yep, that's what I was worried about right there. Easy does it. Easy, farmer cop. So getting stuff up here to your farm might be an absolute nightmare. Oh, oh! Get up on there. I didn't see how bad that little ditch was there. This is a crazy path you got to take to get around on this place. We're still not even like, I mean, we're getting closer, I think, but goodness gracious, this is a long drive to the farm. I think up here, oh, sorry, I was looking down at the map. I think up here is where we need to go. Yeah, long drive. Nice picnic area, that's lovely. And then I think we keep going. Yep, we keep going. This is like a mountainous island, that's for sure. And then here is the farm. Look at that. Harvesters out there, both fields ready to harvest. Yeah, no easy treks up and down from the farm. What do we got around the side here? I was a little curious. What's over here? Oh, just another gate into the farm. Okay. A couple gates into your farmyard. I like that it's nice fenced off. I think it's pretty cool. Nice little farmyard area. Storage there. No required mods for this map as well, which is awesome. So all these buildings are either base game or they were built into the map. Little yard there, I suppose. Tractor's parked in there with the water tanker on the back. Got yourself a silo over here, which is sweet. We can open this up. More stuff parked in there. Tractor's parked out there, and then yeah, more stuff parked in this shed here. And then, do we have a sleep trigger? Sleeping hammock. Oh, down here we have a sleep trigger. So if you click it there, but you take it, takes you to down here where you can sleep. What a crazy map. What is that out there, actually? Oh, it's a water tower. Okay, what a crazy map. Seriously, this is legit a crazy map. Nope, I don't need super strength. I need super flight. Okay. You're up here, perched up here above the water. We started down here. We're going to buy a boat in a second and take a look at this fishing. I love how it just goes on forever. Honestly, the map edge is actually really done because of that. Obviously, it'd be cool if you could... I mean, I don't have Highlands Fishing selected, so I wonder if there's a boat store on this. You know what? I'm going to reload real quick, and then we're going to see if that changes anything. So give me 1 second. I'll reload in here, and then we'll go from there. All right, I loaded back in. New save completely. I don't think there's a boat shop anywhere added. I was hoping, but I don't think you can do that. I don't know why. It's so stupid. If you go in the store, does it let you buy the... I don't think... Yeah, you just can't buy the boats, which is so dumb, I think, personally. But... still the fish food and stuff like that. So one thing I am curious about, if you wanted to do some fish farming. No, sorry, it goes somewhere else. Where is it at? Aquaculture. Yeah, there's no offshore aquaculture. Bummer. I wish you could do some more of that. I forgot you couldn't do that. All right, well, we tried. But what we can do is we can buy this guy right here. Now, obviously, this part's a little, you know, like this isn't how this would work. 74 miles an hour? It goes pretty quick. Now, you can raise and lower it. You can't go super high, which is kind of cool. It kind of tips you over a little bit. Gotta kind of keep it a little bit above. So it's a little tricky, but like the fact that they got this to work the way that they did, we don't want to be underwater. What I write about. I don't like that the water goes through it a little bit on the back, but still. So if you get this going like this, obviously it doesn't really behave like a normal boat. You can stop really quickly and go backwards. But it's still very cool. So, let's go get some tuna, which should be out this way. And then, I'm curious, where do we sell the tuna at here? Because I didn't look into that. PQRS. Tuna fish at the animal dealer. Okay. So, animal dealer there. I'm hoping there's like a point to sell it right there, because I wouldn't imagine you have to be able to load it. I don't think you can load it anywhere else anyways. This buoy is way out here. Way out here. This map is insane. I love how fast this thing goes. I haven't been able to get it faster than 46, I guess, but still, if we lower, let's lower that, get that out of our way. Yeah, once you get out here, you can start fishing. Now, I don't... So, the other thing, too. That can't be per piece, right? Because then this would be a crazy amount of tuna. I mean, this isn't the most exciting thing to just drive out here, I get it, and then pick up some quote-unquote tuna, but it's pretty cool. I wish it actually filled up a lot slower, but I also... Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. Got tuna in the back. I wonder if you can spawn in tuna. Mods DLC. No trout. Tuna fish. You can spawn pallets of them in if you wanted to. If you're on PC. Oh, there's a way to drive up. So this is a little, you know, like this isn't probably exactly how you'd want to do it, but it looks like there's a way to just kind of get onto the shore here. So a little bit, I wonder if you had... Oh, you can unload it like that. And then I wonder, can you lift this? Zero question. You can. 60 kilograms. You can bring them in. Where is the sell point here? Let me go back into here. Tag that place. Oh, there's the sell point. I just need to open my daggum eyes. Alright. 347. Okay. So, it is calculating as that's 12 liters of tuna, basically. So, you're not going to get, like... It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Which is kind of... It's kind of cool that they have it done that way. But, yeah. So, anyhow, you have a boat that you can drive on. And you can go fishing. And... I wonder if you can, you know, if you get out of it, but you're not going to, like, the water's not that bad. So theoretically, you could sit out here and you could get your, you know, your fishing pole out. And I bet you could fish in all this. Let me just buy a fishing pole to confirm that. Okay. Yep, 100%. All right, so you could sit out here and you could fish and do your thing. While you're filling up your tuna boat and all that stuff. Super cool. Super cool. I wish they had more options. Like, there was like a... That's one thing I'd say to the modder. It'd be cool if there's like, hey, you have this little boat you start with. There's like a medium-sized boat that holds maybe 4 pallets of tuna. There's like a big mega boat that holds like, I don't know, like 30 pallets, something crazy like that. But still so cool. Such a cool map. So anyhow, that's what I got for you guys for this map tour. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.